Hey guys, 안녕하세요. Hidden on the fourth floor of a food court in Bukit Timah is a Korean HAWKER stall that serves one of the most authentic home-cooked style Korean food in Singapore. Now this place has quietly become the go-to place for a lot of Koreans staying here for their rooftop ambience, Samyaksai or pork belly barbecue, and best of all for their super worth it price. So today I'm going to let you in on this little secret and share with you some of the dishes that we found most authentic and frankly damn shook at this HAWKER stall. Now this stall is called 핑크캔디 and it's located on the fourth floor of Beauty World Center in Bukit Timah. At first glance, it looks just like any other normal Korean HAWKER stall, but one look at their menu and you'll be able to tell that they offer plenty of home-cooked style dishes that are often only available at Korean restaurants in Tanjong Pagar. They have a huge variation from the usual bibimbap and barbecue beef and chicken to 분식집 dishes. Now 분식집 is basically a small snack restaurant that sells Korean equivalent of coffee shops in Singapore that sell fast and inexpensive food. Now if you've been to Korea before, chances are you've probably eaten at a 분식집 just like this one. At 핑크캔디, they also have a good range of restaurant kind of food like jjigae and jeongol, as well as the Korean Chinese food like jjajangmyeon and of course fried chicken as well. So on this day, I ordered samgyeopsal. As far as I know, this is the only food court in Singapore where you can eat barbecue pork belly in a true Korean style on a gas stove. At $30, it's good for 2 packs and comes with 6 slices of fresh pork belly. It also comes with some prawns, sausages, lettuce, mushrooms, and gochujang. And of course, it wouldn't be fully authentic without garlic, so they give you plenty of those too. You'll have to cook the meat yourself though and deal with oil splatters everywhere. Hey, but at least it's in an open air area, so you don't have to worry about smelling like barbecue afterwards. My score on the pork belly is easily 8 out of 10. My only gripe was that I wish they gave 쌈장 instead of gochujang, and a little more lettuce would have been nice too. And next up was kimchi jjigae, also known as kimchi stew or soup. This is a staple food in Korean households that we probably eat at least 2 to 3 times per week. It was at an affordable $5.90 and came with slices of fatty pork and plenty of aged kimchi, but it just wasn't spicy enough for me and tasted a little bland when it cooled down, so my score is 7 out of 10. But certainly miles better than the ones you'd get from a normal food court. And the next one is one of my favorite Korean dishes, Kimbap. I guess you could call it the Korean version of sushi, and often it's the perfect food for buying in a rush in Korea. This kimbap had a bit of egg, pickled radish, some ham, and some other green veggies and carrots. There wasn't too much rice in it too, which I really like. And at $7.90, it is slightly on the pricier side, but taste-wise, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. When I saw this on the menu, I had to order this. 오삼 불고기 is an abbreviated name for 오징어, 삼겹살, 불고기. So this is basically a stir-fried spicy sotong and pork belly dish. If you like spicy food, then this is definitely for you. It was flavorful with spicy and garlicky chili sauce with a hint of sweetness that really brought everything very well together. A little on the pricier side at $12.90 compared to other dishes here, but the portion's very generous, so sure worth it. My score, 8 out of 10. Now lastly, something that I think most of you have tried in Singapore already, which is the seafood pancake or haemuljeon. This is a popular Korean savory pancake made with scallions and seafood. And at $12.90, again, it was one of the pricier dishes here. I didn't enjoy it as much as other dishes as it was a little too thick with lots of flour and it just wasn't crispy enough for me. So I would give it a 6 out of 10. So all in all, I think 핑크캔디 is a great alternative to the usual Tanjong Pagar places. The Korean auntie who owns it still does most of the cooking, and she's been doing it for more than 10 years. The servings are very generous, and I love the fact that you can get an affordable Korean food in a rooftop setting. Oh, and they have a good range of beers too, so you can have some good old chimek time with your friends as well. So be sure to check this place out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye bye. You can't miss this place with this beautiful beer garden, so give this place a try. So again, and maybe I'll see you around here. And if you ever see me hanging out here, I'll buy you a beer. How about that?